Greetings, Redline collectors. Welcome to Redline Collectibles, your source for Redlines and really clean black walls, as well as carded items and Matchbox. But today's box opening is a collection that came in from the south, down Oklahoma area. And this particular collector has been a real serious Hot Wheels person for many years, and we've been talking back and forth, and he's like, you know what, I've got some extras for you to run on your auctions, Jim. I'm like, I looked at the pictures and I was like, bring it on. How about that Roger Dodger, guys? Beautiful gold finish, excellent tampos, absolutely beautiful black wall there, I'm telling you. And to complement that, oh, it's a Redline. Okay, I thought this was a black wall. So let's get the camera set. Lighting here. Yeah, the Olds 442. A little bit of wear here and there. Tampa's a little bit worn. But I'm telling you what, you haven't got one of these. It'd be a nice little filler. Nice little filler right there. A little Redline action. Let's see. Oh, I also got some cards with this too. I don't forget about that. One of them is going to be this this high raker in the Corvette Stingray. Yeah, Hong Kong base. Nice looking high raker. Yeah, I'll put that right in the back here. We'll look at these all together when we're done with the box opening, and I'll spare you the actual box part of it. These are all packed just here. Always packed really good. A lot of meticulous care goes into making sure the cars arrive in the proper state that you're looking for. How about this Pennzoil? Isn't that nice? Just a wisp of wear. Beautiful tampos on this one. Another Hong Kong base. What a sweetheart. That's a nice looking black wall right there. I do have a couple more, but let's get to, oh, I have a special one too. Yeah, the black walls include something I haven't had in a while. And when we get to it, I'll give a nice shout out. This is going to be a high raker. This is a Malaysia base. The high raker has the ability to lift it, three little lifts right there. 1, 2, 3. The high raker on this, what's it, vet van or something? Is that what it's called? I forgot what it's called. In red, the red variation. High raker version. High raker on that. Again, I'm just gonna go random here. Oh wait, no, I'm gonna say that one. I'm gonna say that. Here, let me find the one I'm talking about. Here it is. Again, really nicely packed. Beautiful job on getting these things. The Hightail Hauler. Look at that sparkly, beautiful blue paint. Excellent tampos. It's got the camper on the back there. Typically, you'll find the motorcycle package on there, the black motorcycles. But this has got the camper on there. What's this thing? Any indication? Malaysia base. That's a sweetheart. Very clean. All the edges that are very vulnerable on this Ford F100. 1956. Let's see. Redlines. Where are the other black walls here? There were just a handful of them. Well, okay, let's get to the meat and potatoes here. Let's do it. Ice blue McLaren. I'll get these cleaned up. Oh, it's an early run. No peg stop. Hatch is good. Yeah, light blue. A little bit tougher to get your hands on. I also have a light blue coming up this coming auction, the 19th of August. I have a light blue splitting image with white interior. Just a beautiful little car. Put him here. Yeah. High raker. Black wall. I think there's a couple more. I can't remember exactly, but ice blue is a very popular color with our collectors as people are trying to find that elusive light color that matches well. And you know, that's it's a common car, but the color is really magnificent, isn't it? So is this red Ford J car. Just a beautiful little shade of red. It is a late run peg stop. They did not paint the tail lights with red. What a shiner. This is very, very glossy. Are you a Ford J car collector? And this one obviously doesn't have the stickers, the number 1 decal on the side. Doesn't have the rocker panel stripe with the decal. Nothing on the other side either. So 1968, 1969 in the blue. This is going to be a filler car, but it's still going to be a very sought after color. There's a couple of hot pinks in this particular collection. The AMX2 is one of them. It does have a little bit of roughies here and there on it. What's nice is the tabs are both still there. And it's just a nice little filler, you know, for your pursuit of this particular casting and not break the bank. Put that guy right there, AMX2. Wait, I'm gonna see this one. I'm gonna see that one too. There's a couple of cars that when I did the first perusal on these, I'm like, whoa, this is a nice collection, you know, a nice assortment. Brown splitting image with the champagne interior. It's a nice combination, kind of what you're looking for. It does have a hairline on there as far as the glass goes. You know, brown's a tough color. Could be a filler. Maybe you haven't got one at all. You know, you don't want to pay $200, so it could be your car right there. Again, I'm still in the midst of going through the box and making sure that everything's up to snuff as far as cleanliness and stuff. And I'll be cleaning the cars. I always mention that too, in case you're not familiar with our auctions. But before you get the car, we clean them up nicely. Look at this Bandit with the nice shiny engine. Isn't that gorgeous? Beautiful shade of dark blue on this one. Very, very shiny. It's sort of like that Ford J car. The Spectraflame, limited toning, and absolute gorgeous all the way around. Nice taillight package. Nice bubble as well. Super clean. Very shiny. Yeah, what a nice original 16. This also came in a unpunched Sheriff Patrol, Malaysia base. Those will all be sold during the auction as well. Our auctions are typically every Tuesday night on a Facebook site called Studio-Redline. We start at 6 p.m. Central. And our cars are, you know, that there's going to be featured cars on a particular evening. There's going to be some filler cars. So there's really a nice variety. Looks like that's sticking up like it's not supposed to. Those aren't supposed to go up. So anyway, the crew car, that's what it's called. It says pit crew, but it's actually the crew car. Those are original stickers. Original stickers. Yeah. Move some of these out of the way. Yes. Crew. Splitting image for J car. See this original 16 up there. Have some compadres with it. The other, there's two more. This one, the Minitrek. This is a Hong Kong base, is it? Malaysia base, I'm sorry. Good Time Camper. That one's there. And then the last card, I'll do the cards right away. This is really going to be a nice one, guys. This particular black wall is unpunched, and it's going to be the Malibu Grand Prix. Look at that. Isn't that beautiful? Love the tampos on this particular casting. I know it's an open wheels, but you don't want to poo-poo when you get them this clean. Right out of the package. Malaysia base, and artwork on the back is the steering rigs. Unpunched, proof of purchase on the back. I purchased it. Okay, back to the red lines. Back to the red lines. Oh, purple. Love purple. Another original 16. Little bug here, US bug. It's got a couple little doinks on the side. White interior, which is pretty common. But purple's a tough color. Good suspension. Yep, that's going to be a nice one. Purple. Oh, I forgot there's a heavyweight in here too. Yeah, we got a heavyweight sitting in here, and this is also going to be in purple. A little bit of wear. Boy, shiny base on that. Nice looking caps. Love the white interior. Always accents the color of the Spectraflame nicely, doesn't it? The cross is there. They did not paint the cross in the back. That's just the way it is. Kid did not rub that off. And then that one, of course, is a factory too. So, yeah, sometimes someone will say, well, it's the cross is rubbed off, but that's not true. That back cross is not rubbed off. All right, we're coming down to the end here. Got a couple special ones for you. Thanks for hanging in there. Thanks for supporting the channel. And you'll be seeing these at an upcoming auction. If there's something you see in the meantime and you'd like to make an offer, please get in touch with me. I'd be happy to work with you on something that you may be interested in. It's Ferrari US, looks like US lime, maybe yellow. Could be yellow, maybe lime yellow. The hatch is certainly lighter than the front part. Just see some little tone right there. It's kind of shining through. But boy, what a beautiful little Ferrari, huh? Get him a little cleaned up. The caps are looking nice. All right, guys. I'm down to the last four. What should I do first? These are going to be bangers. Yeah, this is the next four are the highlight of the collection. So the first one's going to be this hot pink classic Nomad. It does have a couple little marks here and there. I can see a daisy used to be there. Sometimes the engine will be oversprayed with pink. This one's not. Got a couple little marks on this thing, but still, this will be kind of a quasi holder. When the daisy came off, whoever removed it, a little bit of paint came off too. That's very, very common. Be very careful when you're taking daisies off or stickers off of cars, because you don't want to damage the darn thing. Okay, tell you what, let's make some space. The last three cars are going to be why you showed up at this particular video today. Something that I really, I'm going to leave that bandit up for a second. Let's do this one first. What do you think here? When I opened this up, I had to really do a double take on it, and I'm going to zero in on it in particular because I want to ask your opinion. I think I know what it is, but when you see this silhouette, I hope the light's good for you. And when I first look at this, what I see is creamy pink. What I see is creamy pink all day long, without a doubt, right? Now look what happens with the base when I tip it over. I see rose. I see rose. And if you look right underneath it, you see the color right there? That color is creamy pink versus rose. Are you seeing it? Someone asked me, is that a fade rose? And I go, absolutely not. That is a creamy pink silhouette. Super tough US with a rose base sandwiched underneath. How about that, guys? Isn't that cool? What a humdinger. Get over there. Okay, that's the first one. I have two more. Second from last is a car that you all, I'm sure, are after. I am. But this is the consignment, and it's going to be sold as an olive US little custom Mustang. And very, very dark gunmetal, sort of a gunmetal sparkly base. Very unusual complexion there on that base with a pony of this caliber. Look at that. In olive, very shiny, kind of like that Ford J car, the red one that we looked at earlier. Yeah, this has got some very, very beautiful attributes. You'll notice that the engine, first of all, the pins are tight. Engine's very clean. Slight overspray, nothing silly. No cowl nick. The hood obviously is lighter than the rest of the car, except towards the back. And what you have here is a very, very clean and shiny original 16 with dark interior to boot on this US custom Mustang in olive. Wow. And then the last car is, this was something that I have always wanted in my personal collection. I don't have one now, but I've always wanted one of these. And that is when the custom Firebirds were last being manufactured by Mattel in 1968 and transitioning to the beginning of the Light My Firebirds. The door lines got the Firebird with the hood and the chassis correct. So what you have is a 1968 base, 1968 car that was on the tail end before Mattel started manufacturing the Light My Firebirds, which of course all have door lines. And so this is an aqua, very dark aqua. Excuse me. There's the base right there, 68. And so the earlies will have 1967 on them. But what you got here is a door line aqua Firebird with no cowl nick. And actually, that is right there. Let's just see what's here. Can that be it? Let me look. Yeah, it does have a little nick right there, but it's very shiny, and the wheels are fantastic. I think this was really well cared for. I really do. Not a lot of track time whatsoever. So we're going to be offering a door line for you as well. And anything that catches your eye that you're interested in, again, let me know. I'm going to be running these at an auction coming up in the next, I don't know, maybe the next couple of weeks. I've got a couple of consignments. I have a couple of box opening videos to put up. This one happened to come in today. I want to quickly show it to you. But we're going to be offering these through auction, again, I mentioned every Tuesday night at 6 p.m. Central on a Facebook site called Studio-Redline. So creamy pink, the pony in olive, and the doorline Firebird. Those are the highlights of this particular collection. Let's do like we always do. Let's do a quick lift off of the camera and get you to look at the rest of the cars that came in. There you go. Here they are. And my camera adjusts properly for me. Thank you, Mr. Camera. There you guys go. Look at that, boy. Original 16s, 70s, 71s sitting in there. You got the cards in the back. Some nice black walls. Nice black walls. Good looking Spectraflames. The Grand Prix Malibu right here, and then in the back is a Good Time Camper. Pinks, blues, light blues, purple, red, brown, and of course the highlights here. These three amigos that are no slouch whatsoever. So thanks again for supporting the channel. We really appreciate you subscribing, and sharing. And you know what? Your comments are just golden. Thanks so much for commenting, taking a moment out to give me some feedback on the content of the cars. And we do look forward to seeing you at an upcoming auction. Again, contact me if there's anything of interest that you'd like to take a crack at. I'll work with you. We'll see what we can do. Thanks, everyone. Have a great rest of your day, and we'll see you on Tuesday, the 19th of August. I'll be posting that auction pretty quick on the Facebook site called Studio-Redline. Until we meet again, cheers.